Hi guys, Mark here, Celtic Crossbows. I hope the wind doesn't interfere too much on the speaker or microphone. Today we're up in the quarry in the wilds of South Wales, where we're shooting a lightweight arbalest crossbow. You're going to pick it up here. We've had a look at the lightweight wood crossbow, and now we're looking at the lightweight 120 pound medieval munitions grade crossbow. Okay, the wind is picking up a little bit now. I'm doing a couple of retakes. We're going to be looking at the lightweight personal arbalest crossbow. This would have been a first choice weapon for your everyday soldier. This wouldn't have been your heavyweight Cranaquin or windlass crossbow for long range battlements work, firing down from behind the castellations or from a shield with your partners. It would have been a one-man crossbow, not a two-man crossbow as with the heavyweight bows. First of all, we're going to look at cocking this bad boy and have a couple of shots with her. Right, okay, the first thing you would have done is put your foot in the stirrup and pull it up. Now unfortunately I've got a big foot. I've got a size 11 foot, so my foot will not fit in the stirrup. I can try and bring it in here to show you. Bring the camera in a little bit. You can see there my foot will physically not fit inside, so when I try to pull it up, it just pulls out. So what we'll be doing for this one, instead, I'll actually be doing it the other way around. Set your nut. So that's your nut set. Turn the crossbow over. We're going to cock this one from above. Okay, so that there now is your searing gauge and your trigger set. Okay, just wait for the wind to die down. A traditional bolt or quarrel, as you can see here, with traditional paper flights, a chamfered edge to fit between the fingers of the nut. Type 16 I think it is, bodkin tip, armour piercing. People ask why they use paper or cardboard or wood flights. Well, it's simple. Your arrows was used in their thousands every day during practice and everything, and they was expensive to make, whereas your quarrel would be also made in their thousands, but it would been put into stores, and they use natural glue made from horses and things like that, and they would often stay in the stores for decades at a time. Made that way with a wooden flight, the termites and bugs etc. in the stores wouldn't eat the natural resources of the flight, and if they did, it was just a matter of regluing the flight, not cutting new feathers etc. and binding them to the arrow, which would take excessive amount of time. So the crossbow bolt, although a little bit longer time to manufacture, once it was made, could be reused again and again with minimum repair work. Okay, with that said, let's load her up. Okay, so you're going to bring our arbalest now into position. The trigger has been set and the nut in. The bolt now, we'll bring it right back into the nut between the fingers, as you can see there. It is now set right back in. It's not sat forward, it's actually sat between the fingers of the nut. This is why at the rear end of the quarrel it was chamfered either side so it would fit nicely into the nut. We're going to find this bank and beer now. I'm going to try and keep it on target, as you can see for yourself. We aim in along the shaft of the tip of the bolt. Squeeze in. Take up the slack. Are ready for the next shot. Now we got for us here a lovely melon. As you can agree, a man-sized object, man-sized head object. So it's going to be our target for the next several shots to see the devastation of a medieval 120 pound crossbow using the 300 grain bolts on target. Okay, we reposition the target. It's just over here. We put it there because the wind coming into the quarry is disturbing things a little bit. Incidentally, if we see over here, these lovely lilac flowers, they are foxglove. Pretty much indigenous to the UK, people are watching. They're deadly. Do not touch them in any way, shape or form. Just run across your lip, will bring out a swelling, and if ingested, and I strongly recommend you do not do it, they will kill. Foxglove is a killer. So when you're out in the wild, beware of your surrounding plants and what you're using. Incidentally, don't ever cook them down, boil them down into a liquid, distill it and use it in injection form. It would be lethal. Don't do that at all. It's dangerous, okay? But if the end of the world was coming, it's perfectly acceptable to use it then in a vial with a crossbow for taking out targets quickly. Okay, let's get on with the shooting. Okay, this may take a couple of shots. We might get on the first hit. First time I really use this crossbow against anything. So let's see how we come. Can we got the melon attack there? Yeah. So let's try and let's see what happens. Squeeze in, tickling the tickler. Right, just off to the left. Okay, coming the next shot, the wind has died down. Coming down to the right. Good shot. Okay, second shot. And let's have a look, see what she's done. So here's the melon. Okay, we're going to bring this down. Here's the melon. I'm going to bring it back to the car. Let's pace that so it's only a short distance. 1, 2, 3, 10 paces. Okay, let's bring out the melon. Bring it in. Okay, if you look at that, she's gone straight through in the bolt, out to the rear. We're now going to try and pull her out. Okay folks, wind is starting to really pick up now, so I'm going to do a couple from the side. Now you can see the crossbow in action. Our quarrel is already in. Okay, one more shot here now. Set the nut. Our string is in. Fit the quarrel. Go and collect our bolts. Okay, here's our melon over here. Just get around to there. We're going to have a couple more shots of that because the wind now is getting quite high. Set the trigger. In with the quarrel. Put narrower shoes on, we made it a lot easier to load the crossbow. The wind's actually taking quite a bit to the left. Let's go and have a look, guys. I'm in about 6 inches low into the right, so let's go and have a look. Come around. Here we are. So it's safe to say, if I was a human head, it'd be absolutely no problem at all of dispatching. Let's bring the melon up to the camera. Let's have a look. Okay, here we are. You can see that the corals have gone in now. You can see the splitting just about around the exit wound, and the paper flights collapse at the rear. This one's come through here. Will dry out as reusable. So will that be. Now the exit wound, you can see, doesn't look that impressive, it's closing itself, but the entry, probably about 1/2 inch diameter. Let's have a look. That was a hell of a hole. Whatever's in front of that, it wasn't going to stop it. Right, I'm just going to straighten the flights out now. Okay, so the fletchings are straighten them out, and these will dry when I get back home. Wet down a little bit, and these will dry absolutely perfectly fine for use again on another day. Okay guys, so the lightweight crossbow, she performed absolutely flawlessly, exactly as she was intended, no problems, no faults at all. You can tell she was used with a medieval footing. She's been copied exact, whereas the modern Western day man is a lot taller and a lot bigger built than he was back in the 1500s. Evidence of that, my foot wouldn't fit in the stirrup. So I have to see if I can do something with that, either widen the stirrup a little bit or continue using it the wrong way. Okay folks, so a bit of a recap then on the lightweight arbalest medieval crossbow. She's an absolute delight to use. The trigger is fantastic on it for its time. A lot of creepers you expect. If you're expecting a modern release with a little bit of movement and gone, it's not going to happen. You're talking 4 inches of slack to be taken out till she finally goes. She's accurate. I do need to alter the limb over to the left a smidge as she's going to the right. So I need a little bit of work for zeroing for me. She's a joy to use and I absolutely love her. And if you've not used a medieval crossbow, I strongly suggest you do. It is great fun. Thanks and bye bye.